So I had went to my first college party when I was 17, and you know I didn't know what to expect. One of my friends was just saying they was having a kickback at this at his brother's house or whatever. You know, I'm not thinking much of it. I'm like, I was excited because it was my first college party. You know, after we got into the party, they just started offering me shots and stuff, and so it was a bottle on the table. So look, we're sitting at the dining room table, and then it's like a little table over there with all the alcohol and stuff. And so you know, I'm 17. I haven't drunk a lot. I only drunk maybe like once or twice before this, and so it was this girl there. I didn't know at the time, but she was hitting on me because one of my friends was saying, and then she kept trying to give me shots. She was asking me what my name and stuff is. I was like, okay, whatever. And so, you know, I'm just taking shots. I probably took about like 2 or 3 shots. And so, you know, after a couple shots, I'm just sitting there like, damn, like I'm tired as hell. You know, you got different type of alcoholics. You know, you got some when they drink, they get like energetic and they talk a lot. And then you got the ones that be like chill. And I'm more the chill type when I drink. But, you know, fast forward we're probably in there for like 2 hours. So I'm just sitting there. And I'm just seeing like girls and dudes, and mind you, this is like a primarily white party. And so I'm just sitting at the table. I'm seeing like dudes and girls just walk into this bedroom, and they're just walking out, coming out like all jumpy and shit. And and after I seen like the 10th, 11th person do it, I was curious too. I was like, what's everybody doing? So I got up, and you know, I'm kind of stumbling because I had a couple of shots in my system. And I peeked into the room, and look, the bed is right here, and then it's a little desk right here, and it's just white shit all on the desk. Now, you know what I mean by white shit. I can't really say it because then TikTok's gonna mute my sound. But I just saw the opposite of Sprite all on the desk, and I'm just seeing this girl. She had a straw, and she had put the straw. She had put one point of the straw in her nose, and then the other part on the table, and she's like, ah! And everybody's just rooting her on. I'm just thinking like, how the hell is niggas doing this shit? And they just kept on going back to back, and then they kept on looking at me like I wanted one. And then they offered me, they were like, you want to go, man? Well, I'm looking at this nigga like, you don't get that shit out of my face. I really should just like blew on the table and got everything off. When niggas be saying people be doing hella like cocaine at the University of Alabama, I'm telling you that shit true.